Felix says, oh, so you saw the new Switch Lite? Yeah, I did. I was gonna talk about the new Switch Lite today, man. Nintendo recently announced the Nintendo Switch Lite, which is a cheaper Switch for kids. So basically this Nintendo Switch version, it's an all-in-one, right? You can't detach the controls. I guess that's why it's cheaper. But here's the thing, you know, with like Breath of the Wild, Mario Odyssey, you know, you can play fucking Doom and Dark Souls on your Nintendo Switch. I consider it a hardcore system. And here's the thing with hardcore systems. You're gonna play hardcore systems between 6 to 12 hours if you're a motherfucking hardcore gamer like myself. So what is gonna happen when you play the Nintendo Switch Lite and you wear out the buttons, right? You can't replace that shit. You can't like pull it out. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you give it to a kid. That would be fucking child abuse, man. Because like he's gonna wear out the controls in fucking 1 week. Dad, the analog sticks to the side and the buttons, they don't click anymore. They're like really buttery. Son, do you know how much that shit cost me? It's only like $50 cheaper. Exactly. Why would you do that? If it's only $50 cheaper, just go big, man. Just don't eat like anything for 5 days and you have $50. Just fast like Dalsim and you can look hot while owning an actual Nintendo Switch console. Okay, I do appreciate that they always try to make a version for kids that is cheaper, because eventually when the holiday season starts, like Christmas, they're going to like bring it down even more. Maybe by $150. And they're going to like sell that like hotcakes. And the reason they're doing it is because they're preparing everything for Pokemon Sword and Shield. Now, because I mean, I never had a controller wear down as a kid. Well, you're not like me, right? My controllers wear down quick. Okay, let me show you something. I have this on standby. In order to save money, this is what I actually buy. So this is what I always buy. I always have this on standby because I always attach them to the analog part of my controller so that I don't melt the controller. Helix says Nintendo has some of the longest lasting controllers. I mean, I don't doubt that, right? But I'm talking about people like me. Have anyone in chat watched Yakitate Japan? Okay, so Yakitate Japan is an anime about a dude who has a talent where his hands are always warm. So this is an anime about bread making. So this is really useful because it helps him when he makes bread. It's a food anime, so whenever people eat his bread, they go like, wow! You know, it's like that kind of anime. I'm the fucking real life Yakitate Japan dude. My hands are warm all the fucking time, man. Like, it doesn't matter if I haven't eaten in like 2 days. Like, my hands are like fucking hot all the time. And I melt fucking controllers, man. That's the thing, right? Like, if your hands are always warm and this thing is like made out of rubber, you're gonna melt through this shit. And here's the other thing, like, it's gonna be pretty awesome if you have a normal Switch and you can separate the screen with the controllers, because like you can like attach your screen to like a gooseneck, right? So gooseneck is like one of those like a really hard piece of wire. You can like hold onto your screen. It like clips onto the back part of your bedpost and you can lie down with your screen on top of your face, man. And then if you have detachable controllers, you can have your hands at your side and play like fucking Legend of Zelda, like a vegetable. You know, it's like the best feeling ever. If you get the Nintendo Switch Lite, you can't do that shit. And even if you're gonna do that shit, you have to like buy even more controllers. So the $50 you didn't spend on buying the regular Nintendo Switch is gonna be spent on a controller. So you can do that.